Star's influence continues to be felt across all of racing. Look at that. Supercross star Eli Tomac had the Intimidator's likeness on his helmet last weekend at Daytona. Here's a closer look at the design. It proved an especially fitting tribute as Tomac rode his number 3 Kawasaki to his 3rd win of the season and his 3rd career win at Daytona. Tomac's triumph stopped the momentum that has belonged to 450 points leader Cooper Webb, at least for now. Eli Tomac is now tied for 2nd in the 450 class championship. He and Marvin Musquin are both 19 points behind Cooper Webb. Ken Roczen also has work to do. He's 21 points back after a season-worst finish of 8th in Daytona. Just 7 races left in the season. Next stop, AJ, Indianapolis this Saturday night. So Eli Tomac, you think coming off a win, he's sort of riding on cloud 9, riding high. But why do you feel like he's under even more pressure now heading into Indy?
Well, we've seen this from Eli Tomac all year, and Daytona is a racetrack. He's an outdoor specialist to a certain degree where he's got so much speed in the outdoor motocross season. That's what Daytona is similar like. There's still a lot of Supercross in it, but everybody knew going into that race Eli Tomac was going to be probably the guy to beat. But what Cooper Webb keeps doing is just, if he doesn't have the speed to win, he finishes 2nd or 3rd. And Eli Tomac right now really has a problem where he wins one week, and then the next week, he just doesn't really show up, and he struggles. And the points that he made up the weekend before, he loses plus a ton more. So Indianapolis, I feel like we're going to be saying this really the rest of the year, is the biggest race of the season for Eli Tomac, Marvin Musquin, and Ken Roczen. But to me, out of those 3 guys, Eli Tomac's really the only guy that has the outright speed to go on a streak of wins. And that's what he's going to have to do, especially if Cooper Webb doesn't make a mistake. A 19-point gap. If you win the race, you get 26 points. 2nd place gives you 22. So think of it. I mean, he has to win 5 in a row if Cooper Webb finishes 2nd to all of them just to take the points lead over. That's a fine line of having to be almost perfect every weekend. Can he do it? We've seen it before, but there's a lot of pressure knowing that whether it's getting off the gate first or just not making any mistakes throughout the course of the weekend, because Cooper Webb right now just seems like he's in a great place, that he takes what he can get and maximizes the points every weekend.
So this is tough because you can only control what you can do. You can't control what Cooper Webb does, but you pretty much know that he's not making those big mistakes. I mean, a mistake to him is what you said, maybe off the podium, and that just doesn't, it hardly ever happens.
Yeah, and it's really, the first couple of weekends, he had Cooper Webb had like an 8th place finish, and he didn't have that consistency, but really over the last 6 to 7 rounds, he's just been spot on, and even in practice sessions or in the beginning of the night where it doesn't seem like he's got the speed, he finds a way to get back to the podium. And it's tough on these riders. Everybody that is competing against Cooper Webb sees this, and it just puts that much more pressure on him. So it's one of those things that, it's Supercross. Anything can happen. That's what makes this sport so much fun to watch, because one bad night, one little mistake can take you out of championship contention. But right now, his competitors just cannot make any more mistakes. And Eli Tomac, that energy and just that raw speed that he showed at Daytona, he has to come out with that every week now for the rest of the season.
Yeah, you need to make sure that's packed in the luggage and traveling from Daytona to Indy this weekend.